You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
Yes.
the shopping thing is
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood.
That hip-hop culture was on trial as much as Sean Combs was?
Look, if I didn't say anything, you would interpret it as the hip-hop is fine with his behaviors. There's no one else being vocal. So you would look at it and just say, because that mind your business, or let me not say nothing about nothing, or those things, it would allow the entire culture to register as if they're for that behavior.
50 Cent just kicked the door wide open and dragged LeBron James straight into the middle of the Diddy docu-series drama, and the timeline instantly went into full meltdown mode. This isn't some low-volume rumor floating around either. It's loud, awkward, and forcing people to re-examine moments they once brushed off without a second thought. Online chatter is getting hotter by the hour, with folks saying LeBron's past links to Diddy are resurfacing at the absolute worst time, and some are claiming the king might be drifting toward attention nobody ever signs up for. And that old quote? Yeah, it's not aging well at all. When LeBron once said, "Ain't no party like a Diddy party," it sounded playful back then, like harmless celebrity talk. But now the internet is playing it back in slow motion, zooming in, breaking it down, and asking what he really meant. That one line is everywhere, reposted, memed, debated, because the internet lives for receipts, and right now that quote is getting dragged through every comment section imaginable. If you've been online even a little lately, then you already know 50 finally dropped the first chapter of the project he's been teasing, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. And according to 50, this wasn't about clout, views, or chasing headlines. He's saying the industry stayed quiet for years, choosing comfort over truth, letting questionable behavior slide while everyone pretended not to see it.
You know, because this is a lot of the personal footage of Diddy. It shocked a lot of people. And I know, 50, the way you run, this cannot be all that you have. Is there other stuff that you just have not shown?
Yeah, well, everything couldn't make it was 4 episodes.
Right.
So it was a lot. You had to pick and choose things like.
So are you coming out? I know next year is going to be a number 2, season 2.
I just put it on YouTube.
I just put it on YouTube.
Some say folks were scared to speak. Others say loyalty sealed lips, and a few believe certain people were way too involved to ever say anything. What really flipped the switch is how directly 50 has been circling LeBron's name. He's hinting hard that more unseen footage exists, locked away and untouched, and he's openly considering putting it out in part 2. Street Talk says these recordings could allegedly show major names acting reckless at those invite-only freak-offs people kept showing up to year after year like it was just another weekend vibe. Nothing here is proven, but the timing, the silence, and the hints are doing damage on their own. Every tease from 50 adds pressure, every old clip gets rewatched, and every quiet move from LeBron just keeps the speculation growing louder. And if you've been keeping up with the Diddy situation since those RICO charges first surfaced, then none of this sounds brand new at all. Those rumored tapes have been floating around in quiet whispers for months now, almost like an open secret nobody wanted to touch. What's changed isn't the story, it's the volume. Every hint, every post, every slick side comment keeps turning the pressure up, and the list of names tied to the conversation keeps getting longer and louder by the day. This is where the whole story takes a truly grimy turn, because people aren't just talking about over-the-top parties anymore. They're talking about power and control. The streets are saying Diddy allegedly wasn't throwing those events just to have fun or flex status. The rumor is he was supposedly documenting everything behind the scenes. Hidden cameras, private recordings, footage stacked up and locked away like insurance policies. The message behind it is dark but simple. Keep dirt on powerful people so nobody ever feels brave enough to cross you. Straight leverage, straight pressure, no mystery involved. And this narrative didn't come out of nowhere either.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I here and told y'all there was activity on the dark net. Videos were being distributed and were going to be sold for profit because the diddler needs the money. Did I not say that?
Said that.
Right here.
That was said.
Industry voices have been ringing this bell for years. Jaguar Wright has been loud about it, repeatedly saying Diddy allegedly kept leverage on people to stay untouchable. Gene Deal echoed the same idea, saying Diddy liked having information on folks because that's how he stayed in control and kept everyone in check. According to them, it wasn't just fame running the show. Fear played a major role. Now, when LeBron's name gets pulled into this mix, things get way more uncomfortable.
Those people who was caught at Diddy's party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house. That's a big house. But he had 250 tape recorders.
Online chatter claims he wasn't just a random guest who popped up once and disappeared. People are saying he showed up regularly to these invite-only nights. The word going around is that Diddy extended multiple invites, and LeBron didn't exactly turn them down. Based on alleged leaked clips, blurry screenshots, and secondhand stories floating around online, folks are saying LeBron looked relaxed, carefree, partying heavy, and moving like someone with zero worries on his back.
Ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
The gang that it was rooted in love when it isn't. Show me how different we are. There's black. Yo, LeBron, the secret you've been had is the worst secret everybody in the industry don't know. That's why we all been looking at Drake to be like, Drake, you might lose a ring, nigga. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Don't you see Drake is in crash out mode?
To be clear, none of this has been proven as fact. It's allegations, speculation, and internet theories colliding. But when old rumors resurface at the same time as legal trouble, silence, and unreleased footage being teased, people start asking questions whether anyone likes it or not. Every old appearance gets replayed, every smile gets reanalyzed, and every quiet move just adds fuel to the speculation. And that's really just scratching the surface of what people are digging into right now.
Control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No, you, man.
But they can't control me.
Once you start peeling back the layers, the whispers, the alleged messages, and the stories from folks who claim they were actually in those rooms, the whole narrative takes a darker turn fast. Online, there's been long-running talk about secret relationships, quiet side situations, and repeated patterns that people say don't line up with the squeaky clean image fans see on TV and in commercials. Some are even pointing to alleged leaked conversations where Drake was rumored to be joking about helping LeBron move discreetly, keeping certain situations low-key and off the radar like it was just normal behavior. What really has people talking heavy right now, though, is how silent LeBron's been since Diddy's legal troubles blew wide open. Since the arrest, the charges, and everything that followed, fans noticed a sharp shift. No jokes, no slick comments, no public distancing statements, just straight silence. And on the internet, silence is never neutral. Folks read into it instantly, especially when the timing lines up this clean. To be clear, none of this is confirmed fact. It's allegations, rumors, and internet speculation swirling together. But once names, rumored tapes, and old industry stories all collide at the same time, people start asking questions whether anyone wants them asked or not. Every old interview gets replayed, every clip gets slowed down, every quote gets dissected word by word. Even normal movements start turning into headlines once the spotlight locks in. And that's why people are side-eyeing hard right now. When you stack everything together, the picture being painted doesn't look much like the polished, family-friendly king image LeBron's been selling for years. Online, folks are saying the mask starts slipping once you zoom out and stop treating each moment like it exists on its own. The timeline, the connections, the sudden quiet. It's all getting questioned at once. Nothing here proves wrongdoing, but the optics are messy, and the internet doesn't care about comfort. Once a narrative like this takes shape, it feeds itself. Every new hint adds weight, every quiet move adds suspicion, and every old clip feels brand new again. Whether fair or not, LeBron's name is now part of the conversation, and people are watching closely to see what happens next. And this is exactly where the story takes a sharp left turn, because once those leaked Drake messages hit the timeline, everything shifted fast. People remember those chats lighting up the internet, where Drake was allegedly talking reckless in private, throwing out lines like he helps bro move around, and that sometimes bro be needing the alley to stay low. Folks didn't waste a second interpreting that as Drake hinting he was helping LeBron move discreetly behind the scenes, especially when it came to women, situations, and moments he didn't want going public. Whether that was the real meaning or not, the internet locked in on it instantly. And then, almost like clockwork, a wild photo of LeBron wearing a flashy, over-the-top French-made outfit suddenly went viral out of nowhere. The timing alone had people raising eyebrows and refreshing their feeds. Now, to keep it fair, plenty of folks said the image looked edited and gave straight Photoshop vibes. But let's be honest, that never stopped the streets from treating it like confirmed proof. Once something fits a narrative, the internet doesn't wait for facts. From there, the theories went off the rails. People started claiming the photo proved LeBron had a freaky side, that it explained why he and Diddy were allegedly so close, and that it all finally made sense. Memes flooded the timeline. Long threads popped up breaking down outfits, body language, and facial expressions. And suddenly, folks were acting like they cracked some secret industry code. Logic stepped aside, speculation took over, and the rumor mill went into overdrive. And right on schedule, Kanye West slid straight into the chaos. Every time the industry starts shaking, Kanye somehow finds a way to appear in the background like a siren going off. Cryptic posts, vague comments, half-finished thoughts. He never says names directly, but people swear they know exactly who he's pointing at. His timing always feels intentional, and that just adds another layer to the mess. Now, none of this is confirmed fact. It's leaks, timing, internet theories, and people connecting dots that may or may not belong together. But once Drake messages, viral photos, Kanye warnings, and industry silence all collide at the same moment, the story takes on a life of its own. At this point, the situation feels way bigger than a few random rumors floating around. It's starting to look like a messy collision of leaks, old footage, internet theories, side comments, and loud celebrity silence all crashing into each other at the same time. Nothing here has been confirmed as fact, but once a narrative like this takes off online, it does not slow down easy at all. The internet doesn't wait for clarity. It feeds off patterns, timing, and unanswered questions. And right in the middle of all this noise, Kanye's voice keeps echoing back like a warning alarm people ignored for way too long. For years, Ye has been out here claiming that powerful industry figures, names like LeBron, Jay-Z, and even Beyonce, were wrapped up in secret rooms, quiet meetings, and backdoor deals the public never gets to see. Back then, most folks laughed it off, rolled their eyes, and said Kanye was spiraling or needed help. His interviews got clipped out of context, turned into jokes, and pushed aside as rambling. But now, with everything coming out about Diddy, people are replaying those old Kanye interviews with fresh ears. The tone feels different this time. Instead of sounding random, some fans are saying Kanye might have been trying to warn people the only way he knows how. Loud, messy, and unfiltered. And here's the part people can't ignore. Almost every name Kanye ever called out, every person folks said he was crazy for mentioning, somehow ends up linked to Diddy at one point or another. Meek Mill already got pulled deep into the conversation, with allegations and headlines hitting hard and fast. Jay-Z has stayed unusually quiet, and that silence alone has made the internet uncomfortable. And now LeBron's name is floating right in the middle of the storm, whether he wants it there or not. People aren't letting anything slide anymore. Every old clip, every smile, every pause is getting dissected. Nothing here proves wrongdoing, but the optics are loud, the timing is wild, and the questions keep piling up. Fans have been digging deep into the archives, pulling up old clips, and honestly, those videos are not helping the situation at all. You see LeBron on camera smiling wide, relaxed, casually talking about Diddy's parties like they were legendary hangouts everyone wanted access to. Back then, it looked harmless. Just celebrity chatter, industry networking, rich people doing rich people things. Nobody blinked twice. But now, with Diddy being accused of throwing parties that allegedly look more dark, chaotic, and uncomfortable than a normal Hollywood night out, those same clips feel eerie as hell. The vibe completely changed. What once felt playful now feels loaded, like there was more behind those smiles than fans realized at the time. People are replaying the footage slower, watching body language, tone, and energy like they're studying a crime doc. The optics flip fast. What once looked like fun, access, and connections is now being framed as something way more unsettling. Every smile gets side-eyed. Every casual comment feels intentional. Every past appearance is being re-examined under a harsh spotlight. Nothing here is confirmed fact. It's speculation, old footage, internet theories, and timing colliding all at once. But once a narrative like this takes off, context barely matters anymore. That's why people are now asking the uncomfortable question out loud. Was Kanye really losing it back then? Or was he screaming warnings nobody wanted to hear? At the time, Folks dismissed him as rambling, dramatic, unstable. But now his words are getting replayed alongside these clips, and suddenly they don't sound so random to some people anymore. And those old clips, they hit completely different now. What once sounded like jokes and casual flexing don't land the same. Now they sound more like lived experience. Add in the wildest part of all, LeBron's silence. Ever since Diddy's house of cards started wobbling, LeBron went quiet fast. 1 minute, he was everywhere, outspoken, visible, smiling, doing interviews, and then suddenly, low profile, minimal presence, barely a word. That kind of silence always gets people talking. Online, silence never reads as neutral. It reads as heavy. Fans are asking why now, why this quiet, and why the shift lines up so clean with everything falling apart around Diddy. Nobody wants to say it out loud, but folks are wondering what really went down at those parties that made LeBron so loyal, so distant, or maybe even cautious. Then you add 50 Cent into the mix, talking about unreleased footage allegedly sitting in a vault. And let's be honest, when 50 says he has something tucked away, history shows he usually isn't bluffing. So when he hints at part 2, people listen. When you line everything up, the leaked messages, that viral designer outfit photo, Kanye's old warnings, the archived Diddy party clips, the sudden silence, the timing, the long-standing connections, the whispers, the freak-off rumors, and 50 promising footage the public ain't ready for. The situation starts looking real questionable. Not criminal by default, but definitely uncomfortable. To be clear, nobody's saying LeBron did anything illegal. But if you were at those parties and cameras were allegedly rolling and now you're quieter than ever while the walls feel like they're closing in, something just doesn't sit right with people watching from the outside. One user online pointed out that when that hotel footage involving Diddy and Cassie resurfaced on major networks, LeBron suddenly took about a week and a half away from the team. Another comment cut even deeper, saying, LeBron the GOAT. The GOAT of what? Ain't no party like a Diddy party. The internet doesn't forget, and it definitely doesn't forgive quietly. So now the question is simple. If 50 really has those tapes, what happens next for LeBron? Is this all harmless association, or is he staying silent because he's worried about what might come out next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tap in so you don't miss what's coming next, because this story is far from finished. And if you thought this was wild, click into the next video and let's dig even deeper.